The trailer for the new set in TCG Pocket dropped, and it is called Wisdom of the Sea and Sky. It features Pokemon from Johto, or Generation 2, including the headliners, Ho-Oh and Lugia. In this video, we're going to cover each of the cards shown in the new trailer, as well as any promos and events that were already announced. And then we'll go into some potential deck building and lists you can make, any synergies with old Pokemon, and kind of go over the effect on the meta as well. Without further ado, let's go. So Ho-Oh EX has 150 HP, it is a basic, and it has the 3-cost Phoenix Turbo. It is 3 colorless energy and it deals 80 damage. You can take a fire, water, and electric energy from your energy zone and attach them to your bench basic Pokemon in any way you like. So this generates 3 energy onto your backline, and you can split it whatever way you want, similar to Manaphy, where you can split that, but there's no requirement to have more than one Pokemon. You can just do it all in one, and that is direct synergy, of course, with Lugia. But some other ideas for this card, you're generating 3 energy, although it does cost 3 energy, so it's very expensive and a bit slow. Unless they add something like double colorless energy. You can generate, I think, a few good ones where, of course, Arceus EX always remains. There is also Snorlax EX. Snorlax EX with Lima is a good tank, and then you can use Ho-Oh to enable its 4-cost attack the next turn by attaching your turn energy. Another one was Druddigon. Shout out Pokeflippa. Druddigon actually gets to be able to attack now with the water and fire that you add on from Phoenix Turbo. Dragonite. So the thing with Dragonite is that it has to be basic to get attached from Ho-Oh EX. But if you attach it onto a Dratini, then yeah, you get 3 energy on there. The Genetic Apex Dragonite only needs 2 colored, which is water and electric, so that fire goes to it as well. But the problem is you can't evolve Dratini at all until you use Ho-Oh's attack, and then who knows, by then they might like Greninja Cyrus you in. So it's a very risky play. Took everything. Dialga EX. Yeah, you can run Dialga with Ho-Oh to ramp it. But at that point you're running so many basics. I wouldn't feel too bad about running that. Just swapping it around. Ho-Oh does have a 2 retreat though, so that makes it a little rough, and a weakness to electric. Let's think of some other synergies here. I mean, it's really anything with that takes energy. Yeah, Leaf, yeah, of course. But also the new supporter, what does it do? Lyra. So it has to have damage, but if it does have damage, it's a free retreat, similar to Leaf. Yeah, for sure you want to run Leafs. Maybe even like Leafs and Lyras, because you can fit it in if you're not running Rare Candy. Beedrill could become like I saw. You're talking about the 80 damage one for 1 energy, or the EX. You don't like the new one? That's fair. I feel like damage goes pretty. I mean, in a mirror match though, yeah, it's pretty useless, right? If you're like, what? Live visibility restriction? What? I've been reported by Rhydon Daddy. Oh my goodness. OMG. Happening to all the streamers? Yeah. That sucks. I mean, I haven't been there. I haven't been here, so I don't know. The guy just said took everything and then left. And dropped the report. Good one, bro. Ultimate Monarch, welcome back. Yes. The Taco Bell shift manager is back. Indeed. OEX, water, electric, fire. Oricorio. Oricorio is 2 electric, right? 2 electric required. Fire, water, electric. Fire, water, electric. Fire, water, electric. I mean, of course, Lugia EX. And there's gonna be other Pokemon. I mean, once Raikou, Suicune, and Entei come out as well, that is fire, water, electric. So obvious synergy there as well. This is a can of water, liquid death. But yeah, we'll have to see. We have no idea what the new set is gonna bring other than these cards. I imagine there's gonna be a lot more synergy with Ho-Oh and Lugia. So we'll see. Lugia EX, 150 HP, colorless, for a fire, water, and electric, half the avatar. You deal 180 damage, but you have to discard water, fire, and electric energy from the Pokemon. So all of the energy that you just attached from Ho-Oh, generated from Ho-Oh, you gotta discard it, but you still get a turn energy from that turn. Yes. 2 retreat and a weakness to electric. What are some other forces or sources of those energies? Well, you got electric cord for the electric Manaphy, but Manaphy requires a water, and electric cord requires an electric. I think you just play with this with Ho-Oh, unless there's another way to get those energies on. Ranks in end, I'm not sure. I'm not updated on this. Can look it up for you real quick. But yeah, 180 damage is not enough to one-shot Charizard with a cape. but it one-shots pretty much everything in the game, and it is the second highest damage before Charizard EX, the original one, and it does more than pretty much everything meta right now. Yo, can you stop reporting me, buddy? It's an unemployment gap. It is an employment gap, my friends. New cut. Dude, I've had the same hair. My hair has been growing for like 6 months. I went to the barber today and she's like, no one's gonna recognize you. I had to hit him with the low taper fade. Sweet Tech will still be strong with this new set coming out. I'm a big fan of the Sweets Relay. You know me. I wonder if there's gonna be like any buffs to like the Appleton. Got you right? Appreciate it. I'm still figuring out what to do with like the front, but dude, low key. I don't know about now, but like earlier, dude, he had like a Instagram post today. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I just copied this guy's flow. More support? Yeah. We'll see if they get like a DCE or something. Double colorless energy. That's me. That is the best compliment I could ever get. Thank you. Your fridge. Your refrigerator's running. Hello. To succeed in anything you copy from the best. I love Faker. Star support? Yeah. We'll see if it's like, I mean, we got this thing, elemental switch, move, energy there, but we'll see if there's any more support. There definitely will, right? They can't just like drop the 2 biggest cards and not add more support, because right now it's definitely not as strong as the other stuff, right? In the meta. With how accelerated it is, I mean, 3 energy is a death sentence, unless you just play it with like Giratina. Celebi support. I would not be surprised if they ran it Celebi back in the mini set, because the original like Chinese league I posted about thought baby Pokemon would be a whole mini set, but now they released babies in this set, so there might be like something completely different coming up in the next 2 mini sets. I do imagine Mega will be into though. Gary Net Old Lady, this one, the shiny red Gyarados, so funny, such a funny deck. Bring back the fish, keep it efficient. September. You think before the game comes out? Dude, the game comes out like 2 days after my birthday. I don't have a Switch 2 though. Like, I feel like if I buy the game and play it, it's gonna be on like 15 frames on the Switch 1. Gary Manaphy? I saw BB trying to run it back. I think he lost like 200 points or something. Good times. All right, let's talk about the new Gary. Random 180 damage, and then what happens next? Tyranitar EX. That's what I was saying in my pitch. Tyranitar EX, Typhlosion post allegations. Holy goat. I wonder if it'll make a dark Tyranitar. Dude, I remember running a 6 Tyranitar with Smackdown, the legacy move in Pokemon Go. Those are the days. Alright, let's talk about Espeon and Umbreon. We already talked about them in our shorts. But Espeon EX and Umbreon EX both have 140 HP. Stage 1s from Eevee has the ability Psychic Healing once during your turn. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you can deal 3 damage from... I cannot speak English. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. So, a bit better than a potion. Originally, it was so blurry that we thought it was only 20, but it's actually 30, which is a bit better. It's the same value as a PCL, but you don't have the status cleanse. And a 2-cost Super Psybolt for 80 damage. So, pretty solid. I think, 30 is a lot, I agree. I think it's going to be good in a Sylveon EX, Espeon EX deck. Like, I can totally see that being a contender. For sure. Manti, thank you. Thank you for the heart, me. Welcome back. And thank you for the haircut compliment. The low taper fade. It also has a 1 retreat compared to Umbreon. Umbreon has a 2 retreat cost. So it makes it a lot more flexible to play with Espeon and the draw guy. The Pot of Greed. Sylveon. That's the one. Yeah, 30 is overhealing against a lot of stuff like Darkrai, Greninja. But damage comes very fast in this game. The examples I made... the spirit. It's water. It's blue water. 140, right? Yeah, no, for sure. If it was over 140, definitely. Especially with Umbreon, because Umbreon gets checked by Buzzwole at 140. But what I was saying was Espeon EX, if they flip aheads with the type null, and then Silvally next turn, they can one-shot Espeon or Umbreon, but with the Espeon EX heal, you're good. Same idea with Sylveon, right? It's also 140. So I can see it being a solid addition to Sylveon. Would you run like... I don't know if you'd run like more than Espeon though, like with the current Leafeon Flareon deck. Maybe you can run Leafeon with it. I can totally see you run Leafeon with it, but I don't know about the Flareon. Because you need 2 psychic energy here. to attack. I mean, Leafeon can run by itself, so yeah, I think you'd run you might replace Leafeon, Flareon with Espeon. Cannot speak today. Umbreon EX, 140 HP as well. The ability Dark Chase. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may switch in one of your opponent's benched Pokemon that has damage on it into the active spot. So it is a Cyrus once per turn, but Umbreon has to be in the active spot. So that puts a little bit of limitations on it because it has a 2 retreat, unlike the other evolutions who have a 1 retreat. I mean, most of them, right? Sylveon, Umbreon, or not Umbreon, the pink one, Espeon. They both have a 1 retreat, whereas this one has 2, so it's pretty hard for you to use Dark Chase and then retreat out unless, like, you lose so much tempo unless you're just like, Umbreon is really low, I gotta take it out, but I might as well pull something in. As well as Weakness to Grass. So the obvious first initial thought is with Greninja. But the thing with the meta deck right now is that you can run Water and Psychic and not feel too bad about it. I don't know if you want to run Water and Dark together, because the thing is, if you want to play this with like Greninja, you're probably going to play it with Darkrai, and then Darkrai and Umbreon both require pure Dark Energy. So you really don't want to risk not having that bonus damage every turn, and then that means you can't attack with Greninja if you don't run Water. Whereas the other deck right now doesn't care about it too much. Throw a Misty in there. Yep. You're not wrong. Another idea is with the old, the spinny guy, Spiritomb. So Spiritomb used to be an enabler for Weavile with Cyrus. You would just Spiritomb down, and then you can Cyrus in anyone. Same idea with Umbreon, works there. But if they have like a Shaman that heals everyone for 10, any potions, and if they play anything later, since your Darkness Fang takes 2 energy to attack with, plus you have to attack with that Spiritomb first, so that's 3 energy, that is pretty slow. So by the time that's done, they might have some heals down, they'll have evolutions out where Umbreon won't be able to one-shot anymore. It'll still tag like baby Pokemon though, if they run it. So that'll be pretty useful to run Umbreon in, if baby Pokemon become pretty meta. Dark Chase plus red and 2v EV bag. So 120 damage. 120 damage. Espeon, Mewtwo, Gardevoir, and Sylveon. That is the cook of all time. That is the cook of all time. Honestly, like, just running all Pokemon like you're doing the freaking mission. But I totally think like 4 EV with Espeon and Sylveon as a play. For sure, for sure. 80 damage on 2 is really good. Meta-wise, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be another poker like Greninja, a power-tripped Greninja. Maybe it'll require Dark Energy. Who knows? We'll see. Let's take a look at the baby Pokemon. Magby EX. That'd be 5. I mean, it's in ZA, right? Z8. All right, Magby. This is our first baby Pokemon. So these baby Pokemon are a variant of the baby Pokemon in the current Pokemon TCG, where they have a really low HP and they have attacks that cost 0 energy, which means you can use them on turn 1 without, because like, you know, back in the day, you flip a Misty, you get an energy, you can actually use your attacks on turn 1, otherwise you can't. With these baby Pokemon, you can still use it, even without attaching any energy. There were past variants of baby Pokemon in the TCG where you'd have to flip a coin and hit heads if you attacked it, and then the attack would go through. These don't have that clause, and it looks like these can't evolve either, since they don't have the, like Magmar, for instance, would have to have evolves from Magby on it for it to evolve, or they'd have to have like an extra ability, so. It looks like these are going to be the variant that is similar to like Budu in the current TCG, which is very, very controversial, but we'll see what these guys do. Toasty Toss. Take a fire energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your benched basic Pokemon. It is an accelerator for turn 1. Obviously, with all of these baby Pokemon, they are going to be much, much better on turn 1 because you can just get some tempo out of it. The thing is that you are open to being attacked by a second turn player if they have an attack that deals more than 30 damage on 1 energy. Skarmory, Carnivine, things like that. Even Farfetch'd will one-shot them all. Even if you have a cape, it's gonna get one-shot. I wonder if they'll do like a baby cape or something. Or like a baby-specific tool to make them live longer. Because if babies become meta, then Skarmory is gonna come back for sure. They also all have no weakness and no retreat cost, which is really nice for using that baby effect. You can still use them on your second turn and attach to something else in the back, but you are very, very weak to like an evolved. Most evolved Pokemon are gonna have 30 damage for you. Do you think baby Pokemon will be like fossils where they can't be placed first round? No, there's no way. That's like the whole idea behind it. It's like that they run 0 energy. It's to, I think like a big part of it is to make going first feel better than going second right now. Because I think most decks want to go second in this meta still, right? Other than like Dark or Giratina. Feels pretty good about going first. That's kind of the idea behind baby Pokemon, as well as just having a free thing to play. And then babies are going to be good either way against high scaling decks that don't attack early, like Ho-Oh and Lugia, the new one. But yeah, this one accelerates fire, so you can get onto any fire Pokemon you play, and it doesn't have to be a fire Pokemon, so you can put on anyone, Arceus, EX, whatever you want. Yeah, just an accelerator, like Pichu and Pachirisu in the past was one as well, but this one is free. So if you go second, in theory, you can have 2 energy on the back line, and then on your third turn, on your third energy, you have 4 energy on your third energy now. Because you play Magby, you attach the back, and attach the back with your turn energy, and the next turn, so you'll have 3, right? You attach to return, swap it in, and then swing with Ho-Oh or whoever. Arceus has 3, Ho-Oh has 3, whoever you want has 3, and then, there you go. Or you can greed, and then attach another pair, but then your turn ends. Along to Magmar, I was so attached to this Magmortar card I had in like 5th grade. It's so cool. I love Totodile, the goat. Pichu, 30 HP, electric. Crackly Toss, take an electric energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your benched basic Pokemon. The exact same as Magmar, but this is electric. Weakness to nothing and retreat to nothing as well as with all babies, and it is free. Again, no restriction to electric Pokemon. It can be attached to anyone. Let's think about electric right now. That would be stuff like... The thing with the Magby is that fire types aren't really... Like, the main fire type is Charizard and Flareon, and those generate for themselves already, so it doesn't feel that advantageous to run a generation on there, but we'll see what other cards. I think, like, Ho-Oh and Arceus are more obvious use cases. Electric types, Tapu Koko is one of them, which also generates onto itself, so not too much value there as well. Like Pikachu EX, the one that deals 150, Shinx, stuff like that. Could run it. Cleffa, another baby, same stat line, no weakness, no retreat. Twinkly Call, for free. Put a random Pokemon from your deck to your hand. This is a thinner, as we always say. Thinning is winning. Take a trip to Turkey with your Cleffa. Random Pokemon, so it's only Pokemon, not items, but it doesn't require it to be like a stage 1 or a basic like Pokeball does or something like that. It's just like, what's it called? The mushroom? Morlul? The evolution of Morlul. I forget what it's called, but it's the shroom. The purple shroom. So this is more ramp. If you go first, you can play this. Hopefully find your evolution pieces is probably what you're going to be doing with this. Thin out the deck. Find your Greninja faster or whoever you play. And just another good tool to use while going first. The thing about going first, though, is that you cannot... Since you have to use the attack, you cannot attach with Giratina. So that is a nice tuning. I wonder if that's like kind of intentional to tune out Giratina. Probably not, but that's a nice side effect. 30 speed is just asking to give a 1-up. Yeah, for sure. I totally get that, especially with like Skarmory and stuff. We'll just have to see how the meta evolves with the new stuff. If Skarmory and Carnivine are going to be something run up. And that's just a risk you have to fight into. It is what it is. Like playing EXs while Oricorio exists. Because, yeah, you can run, like, Magiarna, you can run Flareon, you can run Leafeon, those base things, but I really think they still lose to, like, generally, Oricorio still beats those decks. Charmander 30 attack, yeah, it'll come back. Run it back from when people used to run Execute for 50 HP, and then they get blown up by the Charizard Detach 1. Run it back for these. I wonder if there's gonna, yeah, again, like, maybe they'll make a tool for it. If there's a Grass Baby, you can use Grass Cape, and then you'll survive. 50 damagers. But yeah, ramp is always good. I like these. I really like these thinning cards, especially because the deck is only 20, and then you have 2 researches in there as well. Probably also Espeons. I always mix them up. Sylveons, because they're the same color. Sylveons. So you can get those really, really fast. Got a full art Pichu as well. Super cute. Super cute stuff. It's Ducklet Swana. Gen 2 starters. In this video, we're going to cover each of the cards shown in the new trailer, as well as any promos and events that were already announced. And then we'll go into some potential deck building and lists you can make, any synergies of old Pokemon, and kind of go over the effect on the meta as well. Without further ado, let's go. Here we go. First off, we got Chikorita, 60 HP, 1 cost Razor Leaf for 20 damage. So we're gonna get a Meganium line. No idea if we're gonna get an EX or not though. A new Vulpix is a 60 HP fire type, 2 cost, live cold, 30 damage. Maybe we'll see another Ninetales as well. Cyndaquil, it's one of my faves for sure. 60 HP, 1 cost, flare for 20. Weakness to water and a 1 retreat. And let's go back to Totodile, the GOAT, the one and only. All the starters have a 1 cost attack for 20 damage, and just based on their elements. 60 HP as well, weakness to electric, and a 1 cost retreat. Okay, this one is pretty funny. We got Swanna, 80 HP. 2 cost colorless feathery cyclone, 60 damage. Move all energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. So it has a 0 retreat as well, so you can attach 2 and then swing and then move it back. Move all that energy over. Pretty funny, but it's 80 HP and a water. You're getting fried by like everything in the game by the time you get to energy. Although if you just go good with Misty, then there you go. Misty Swanna, yeah, you can move it to like whatever you want. You can move it to a freaking Charizard. Oh no, that's not true because Charizard needs fire. You can move it to Arceus. You can move it to Rayquaza for those big colorless attacks. Gyarados. No, yeah, the card is not good, but it sounds hilarious. The card is not good, but it sounds pretty funny to play with. Don't care about Umbreon running Ho Celebi. Run it up. Run it back with where's Ultimate Monarch? Doesn't Celebi need grass energy though? Anyway, does it scale off doesn't it scale off only the grass though? Or am I trolling? Oh no, it is all energy. Alright, bet. Run it back. Is that Leafeon that does that? Or what's the new one? Leaf Blast, yeah. Yeah, Leafeon is grass only, but Celebi is not. Everyone forgets that. Yes, I just covered this Leafeon. Celebi's coach won't ever be good again. Not enough help. Alright, prove him wrong. Zeke and the Ultimate Monarch. Y'all got this. Prove him wrong. Run it back. I believe in y'all. Believe in the me that believes in you. Ampharos. I saw Sterling talk about this one. He's saying like, it's so mid. It's my favorite Pokemon, it's so mid. 150 HP, stage 2, evolving from Flappy. I'm a big fan. 2 costs Thunder Punch, flip a coin. If heads, the attack deals 40 more damage. If tails, it deals 20 to itself. It will be decent in Great Ball. I think Sterling's page has the actual damage for this one.
This version?
Yeah, it deals 80 damage base. If you flip heads, it deals 40, so 120. If tails, it deals 20 to itself. I mean, so average 100 on 2 energy is pretty good. 2 retreat and weakness to fighting. Gets 1 shot by Rampardos critically, because 130 plus 20. And you can rare candy it from Mareep. I think people were saying like the existence of Ampharos means there's probably not gonna be an Ampharos EX trend-wise, but we'll see. Of course, they had like Charizard and Charizard EX and GA, but that was 15 EXs. We'll see what happens there. What would they put as an electric? Like, what would you guys want to see as an electric from Gen 2? I can't remember my Gen 2 Pokemon. It's been a long time. Ninetales EX? Oh yeah, there's a new Vulpix. That might happen. Not really, right? Isn't Ninetales 151? Girafarig. Boom. Is Girafarig even electric? I don't think so. Raikou, obviously, of course, but we'll see if they're gonna. They might just do a mini set for the 3s. I don't know, man. I just better see a freaking Tyranitar. Is that the only electric? Is that only Ampharos? Electric needs a boost? Yeah, I agree. They added like Cord and Oricorio, but oh, it's this guy, Chinchou. They're not gonna make it Chinchou EX, bro. Let's be real. Yeah, I'd rock with electric back. They're just cursed by Magneton existing, dude. Ever since Magneton came out, electric is just like doomed to fail. Y'all had your fun. They got Ori, they got Cord, they got Tapu. But I mean, obviously it's not like top 3 decks. I think Oricorio now in this EV Grove set is actually really good. But before then, it was just like a cheese wins against Solgaleo. I think now the deck is pretty good. There's still like the raw or the pure Oricorio with Zera and Tapu. I liked running the Oricorio Arceus Zera. We're very into that. And of course there's Oricorio with Ori with Silvally, Magnezone, Sylveon, and Tapu. Yeah. Oh, Tapu Lele though, the one that is that the sniper one? Deals 20 per energy attached. Silvally Ori, yeah. Are you talking about Magnezone? Dude, I freaking hate Magnezone, dude. What did I lose Victory Road 3 to? I got fried by Gyarados, I think. I played a Gyarados mirror match and I flipped like 5 tails. Alright, where's Red Heat when you need him? Porygon Z. 130 health, Slowing Beam. 70 damage during your opponent's next turn. Attacks used by the defending Pokemon cost 1 energy more. Is this some evil herdier? The dog. Stoutland, yeah, Stoutland. Is this not just worse? I mean, I guess Porygon lets you look through your deck. It's way worse, right? Because then they can just swap out the defending Pokemon. Like what? Don't they just swap it out and then play something else? I mean, obviously, of course, they're not gonna have that option, but purely worse than Stoutland, is it not? Hey, it has a 1 retreat. This has 2. They both have Ignis Fighting. This has Timeless Health for whatever reason. But hey, you can view the top card of your deck with Porygon. That is massive. Isn't there a card that deals like more damage to Pokemon with abilities as well? Can be immune to that one. Congrats. Massive. A new Togepi. Not a baby. 60 HP. 1 cost charm. Attacks deal 20 less damage to its... The defending Pokemon gets nerfed if they swap it out and swap back in like a Buzzwole. I think it cleanses it, but cool. Helpful for a Togekit's deck if you're going second. Pretty helpful, but I mean, no one's gonna one-shot you from 60. Really not. Thanks for the likes. Magiarna, you're right. Thank you. Wait. Skarmory one-shots this. The Psychic type is weak to metal. Is that normal? Is it Fairy? Is Fairy weak to metal? Is that why? Caught me lacking, chat. Oh, there he is. There's the boy. 130 HP, Wild Swing. I know what this is. You can discard any number of your bench Pokemon that are water, and you deal 40 more damage for each bench Pokemon they discarded, so up to 140. Discarding is like with a fossil, it goes to your discard pile, you don't lose any points. And then you can bring them back with Fishing Net. That is your new meme deck. Pretty funny, pretty garbage. Can definitely win. I mean, Sweets Relay, you can take to Masters. Anything you can take anything to Masters nowadays with the new streak stuff. Pretty fast. So it's definitely playable. Is it gonna be good? No, but you're gonna take some wins. What up, Andrew Plum? Fairy's weak to metal. Got you. Yeah. Usually I see them they're weak to dark. So I got caught off guard by that. Let's go to Lyra. New supporters. Lyra, put your active Pokemon that has damage on it with one of your bench Pokemon. It is a leaf. The stipulation is that they have to be damaged. So your active has to be damaged. They have to have attacked it, or Greninja pinged it, or Darkrai it. But the upside of it is if you have a retreat cost more than 2, because Leaf is 2 retreats for free, then this is better. You save an energy there. Stuff like Snorlax has 4, huge for Snorlax decks. Regigigas is a tank that people keep trying to run, so you can insta swap that out now as well. Guzzlord is also 4, although people are just going to use Celesteela for that one. And many other examples of tanks that are high retreat cost. 2, if you're paralyzed or asleep, I think also, you cannot retreat with Leaf because it uses the retreat as an active, like as an action. And if you're paralyzed, you cannot retreat. But I believe with Lyra, you will be able to because it forcibly swaps it out. It's not a retreat. It's a forced swap out. Like if you got Serena'd, right? If you're asleep or paralyzed, but you get Serena'd, you're still going to swap out. And I think the same will 100% go for Lyra. So those stipulations there, but they do have to be damaged. I mean, if you're self-damaging yourself with Incineroar, then yeah, Lyra's always going to be up. But it's pretty often where you're going to run a tank, and they're going to hit it in some way. I really doubt, you'll run into that very often, where this is worse than Leaf. So, new best card behind Erica. I sense a little bias, but yeah, pretty good. Feta, welcome back to the stream, and thank you for the heart me. Welcome to the team, the party. That's what we used to call it, wasn't it? It has been so long. I forgot about Xfinity as well. Hello, governor. It was really nice that Tommy and Rosie did that video for BB. That was very sweet. I gave my 10 minute stamp special. We got Silver, the red-haired devil. Your opponent reveals their hand, choose a supporter card you find there, and shuffle it into your opponent's deck. So this acts as 1, a look into their hand, and 2, it is going to shuffle away 1 supporter. So if you think they have a Cyrus, if they're holding on to any supporter, right? If they just drew into a research, they're gonna feel really painful about it. Stuff like that. People will hold Cyrus, Sabrina's for key moments. Even a Lyra. Now they can't bounce their Snorlax back, and now their Snorlax is probably dead. Stuff like that. Obviously, this is gonna be less effective against some supporters. What is one people don't care about? Gladion. Don't really care about that, losing that, because you probably already drew your guy anyway. But other decks where they have supporters that are more key, like Cyrus, that they're going to hold on to forever, then yeah, this will be a bit better. It's also just a look into their hand, so you can see whatever they want. You can, argue you can Silver plus Mars red card or save it by looking there, but it's just not worth it at all. Pichu plushie was so cute. I got this plushie, from my grandma 15 years ago, I think. Yeah, good stuff. Hand scope? Yeah, exactly. Looker, this is Looker 3.0, because there's the other one, right? Penny? This is the third evolution, the stage 2 of Looker. Hilarious stuff. Shuffling Prof, is this card good? Let me think. I don't really get running it when you already want to run Red Card and Mars. I would just stick to those two. I just don't think it's worth it. I think Peta would run this, but in the top meta, I don't know. You would definitely, yeah, I know. I get my freaking, if only it hit Pokemon, then you could fan rot them into silver and then shuffle away their Pokemon, but it's only supporters. Already thinking of a deck? Let me know, you cook up. Let's go. Rescue Scarf. So the Italian translation for the leaks was AI. I'm glad I didn't post them like on TikTok, because they were completely wrong about this card. It's a tool. If this Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put it in your hand into the discard pile. This lets you do recursive stuff with some Pokemon. I'm just trying to figure out the use of this. I remember on the thread there were some good ones. But the most obvious one is with tanks. You can just recur them. Celesteela is a pretty funny one. You can just swap it back in to tank again. Crabominable. Okay, we're getting creative here. I have not seen a single Crabominable deck in my entire time of playing this, but like, I swear the set where it came out, like the winner was pretty high. It was like 54% in tournament, but I just didn't see a single one. Rescue Scarf. Let's steal some ideas. Oh wait, I'm gonna get recorded for unoriginal content. Let's borrow some ideas. Let's see what they got. Guzma? Bring back the Guz? I wonder if they'll make more tools with like the baby. I was thinking like they'll make like a baby shield or something. Okay, let's not go there. Hey Guz, yeah, the leaf capes, man. I'm trying to figure out a use for this card that's not like wishy-washy. Fossil evolutions. Put in your hand. Oh, babies. Oh, you're right. How the baby Pokemon's gonna work? I mean, that doesn't sound that good though. So babies are gonna be basics, and then they have all those free stats. They have free retreat, no weakness, and 30 HP. And then you can attack without energy. So that means you can attack on your first turn. I think that's the biggest use case of it, is just having a better start going first. Whereas with other cards before, you cannot attack unless you misdeed. I think that's the main use case of it. I mean, you're still open to attacks that deal 30 or more by like Skarmory, Carnivine, which will kill something with Cape. But those aren't too common now, unless they add something else to it. And then if you go second, you're obviously a lot more weak to something being evolved and then dealing 30 damage. Also, the Charmander. Does Litten also deal 30? Because it deals 10 to itself as well. 2 free energy if they don't one-shot, yeah. Yeah, if you go first and they don't one-shot, then yeah, it is 2 free energy for 1 point, assuming they'll kill you next turn. But if they're running like a Ho-Oh deck, a ramp deck, that takes 3 energy, then it is free real estate. I honestly don't see how this card is good. Definitely not better than any tool we've seen so far, but maybe there's going to be some deck. It's good. It has to be knocked out, which means you have to lose a point. It's not like with like, you can Alima it back. I do wonder if it's like Koga, right? Because if you Koga your Weezing, you get everything back. So you get the coughing under it. And if you Koga like a stage 2, would you get back the evolutions? I don't know. We'll just have to, I think we'll just have to find out on that one. I have no idea. I assume not. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm asking as well. We have no idea. If you go off the president of Koga, then yes, you do get them back. But let's see. Okay, yeah. So with the wording of Koga, it seems like it would actually give you back the Pokemon. Is that worth running? I mean, there are so many evolution decks in this game, so I don't know. It's not like you can just place down Okay, wait. In a 20 card game, I don't think so. Yeah, I agree with that. But like, let's say you have 4 EVs and then your Sylveon drops, and then you rescue Scarf it and then place another Sylveon. That's another 2 cards. I think by the time that happens though, you've already drawn your entire deck if you're running Sylveons. But if you get even more draws, yeah, we'll see. It gives you a bit more recursion. The problem is like you're not gonna get a rare candy back for sure. If you got a rare candy back, oh my goodness, this is the best. This is a great card, but without that, I mean, it's a bit slow. I think like the best use case I can think of is those evolutions. Weezing and Koga, ridiculous. One more item, Elemental Switch. Move a fire, water, or electric energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active. So this is the same exact energies from Ho-Oh, right? But there are some more implications of this. The first one is with Ho-Oh itself. Once you have the 3 energy, you can Lyra it out or something, leap it out, and then move energy with the Elemental Switch. And if you have 2 elemental switches, you can actually move 2 in 1 turn, which is huge because back in the day, if you had a Dawn play, you can only move 1 at a time. So you have like Vaporeon or Lunala, and at that point, why would you ever do that? But now you can move 2 and even 3 if you have a Dawn as well in the same turn. Overkill, but I love playing with Dawn. I really like the energy switch interactions. Like Mewtwo Giratina was one. My favorite was Carnivine onto Arceus. That was really fun with Shaman Free Retreat. I love that one because no one expected it. And then it's Fire, Water, and Electric. So starting with Fire, I think the biggest one is Moltres. Moltres, you can move a lot faster. You can move your energy if you end up like with the original Moltres EX, you can stack on other stuff. Is it going to be useful? No, that sounds awful. I think it's useful for I want to try Infernape EX again. Infernape with Flareon, and then just generate with Flareon in the back. Elemental switch it over onto the guy. At that point though, like if Infernape didn't come back with Flareon even a little bit in this set with Dawn, then I don't know how much better Elemental Switch is going to be for it. Like I might be a lost cause. Fire generation. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Other than I don't think there's anything relevant. Water. So water, a big one is Manaphy. You can just retreat with Manaphy. Next turn, you can move 3 energy. Yeah, you can have 2 energy plus the turn energy, and then you'll have 3 energy next turn. That's enough for Palkia, Origin Form, Water, Misty, of course. Misty Elemental Switch twice, yeah. That's true! If you Manaphy, you can put 3 energy on a Manaphy by using 2 Elemental Switches. That's massive. But if you just hit it Misty, it's pretty good. You didn't run Dawn and Gyarados, right? You just waited. You just stalled with Palkia. Who else has Water that stacks a lot of energy or wants a lot of energy? Or maybe even discards energy? Is it no one? And of course, just like retreating and then moving it over. Palkia, yes! You're right. Exactly right. Palkia. But Palkia is 1 to 4. Seems pretty useless to me. I mean, just get lucky. I feel like it's just a get lucky with Misty check at that point. Did you run Dawn? Like, it's really just what decks did you run Dawn in? Because now you can use like a research or any supporter with Dawn. And I'm also thinking about like the double energy take. So if you have 2 water energy on your bench for whatever reason, yes, you can double Elemental Switch and then attach, and then attack with Palkia again for 4. For some whatever reason you have that much energy lying around, go for it. If you have that much energy though, just play Vaporeon, no? Primarina? Yeah. Primarina is not like incentivized to discard though, or move it over in any way. If you run like the free retreat cards, like what's it called? What is that called? Shaman. Yeah, then if you run Shaman, this is quite good for those decks. Unfortunately, not gonna hit the Carnivine Arceus. No grass. Dual energy of the future. You got it. Triple energy. Boom. Electric. I think this is the biggest one. Along with Manaphy, right? Electric is Magneton, our favorite, our best friend. That deck runs Dawn. Zeraora, that deck runs Dawn a lot. And having access to a supporterless Dawn is really nice for Zeraora decks. It's Research, that's Mars, that's Cyrus, that's Sabrina if you run those. That is a lot of power. So pretty big buff to Electric there regarding the current meta. And of course we'll see if like Suicune, Entei, Raikou come out as well and see what they do. I think that's it though. Of course, like you can move it to any Pokemon. It doesn't have to be Water, Electric, or Fire. So any colorless Pokemon, Arceus, Rayquaza, those are the big ones that come to mind. There you go. Electric as well, Luxray. Discard itself. Pikachu EX, discard itself. Did I see Houndoom? I don't think I did. We got it on Google. Wisdom of Sea and Sky. Pokézone? Alright. Thank you. I already got it open. Oh yeah, Magcargo. This thing was funny. This stuff was funny. Magcargo. 120 health, Spurt Fire. I can't read that, but what it does is that, there was a better image on Reddit, but this one, you have to like flip a coin? Oh no, this one is, it deals 50 damage to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. Wait, is this the one where it can hit can it hit itself or no? It's like other Pokemon, right? So if you have nothing else on the board, then it can only hit the opponents, and then you split 150 damage for 2 energy. And if they only have 1, that's 150 damage. This is like Rayquaza, right? Is Ray? No, this is a Wiglet. Wiglet, yeah. But if you have nothing else, it can't hit yourself. So you have to run like Magcargo and 19 Trainer or whatever, 18 Trainer Magcargo. It's hilarious. Also a 3 retreat and a weakness to water, which pretty bad. 120 HP as well. You're getting one shot by a lot of things, but hilarious meme deck. Good stuff. You're incentivized to not place your own Pokemon down. Great design. That is so funny. I love these meme cards, dude. They're awesome. All right, Houndoom. Heat more. Sorry. Run this real quick. 90 HP. If your opponent's active Pokemon is burned, this attack deals... Is that 60 or 40? It looks like 60 to me. 90 damage on 2 is a lot. But what is applying burn? Typhlosion, maybe? Maybe Typhlosion applies burn. We'll see. What is burn? There's something that's meant... Oh, Incineroar. Yeah, Incineroar. Yeah, that's the one. 2 retreat. I mean, 2 energy. You can energy transfer it from Incineroar if you want. Another Oricorio killer, right? But Incineroar can already kill Oricorio pretty... Not terribly with the helmet plus the burn. Houndoom, 110 HP. 3 energy discard. I don't know what this does. Do you know what this does? Oh, it's 30 and 30? Okay, that's pretty ass. 2 for 60? Really? And they have to be burned? Come on. Yeah, I guess it's a basic, but like, nah, it's not good. Do you know what this does? Something 1. Is it discard 1 from the shuffle? This is the one that shuffles back from the hand. I remember reading one like that. Oh, you don't know yet? All right. Where are these from? Are these from like a event press release? Yeah, they are, right? Because there's an energy here. Oh my God, Wooper! No freaking way. Let's go. Ariadne, blood, something, 1 energy, 60, 40? No idea. Zubat, Venomous Fang. This is gonna be better than the old Zubat. Ladybug. This is the clear one. 20 damage. Bug Bite. Awesome. Xatu. Oh, dang. This is the guy from Mystery Dungeon. That game is so good. Wobbuffet. Porygon 2. And Ambipom. Wooper. Jinx. Ooh, Chikorita. Someone in this chat is happy about that. Someone in this chat is quite happy. Wish list. Trade. Yes. Oh, this is sick, dude. This is awesome. What? You can't see it. Oh. This is freaking sick, dude. I love that. That is sick. That is very nice. Are these like factions? I'm not familiar with this. It's like, oh, Lugia, the tower. Sprout Tower, it's called. I don't know the other stuff. July 30th, 2025. That's a wrap for all the cards shown in the new trailer for the new TCG Pocket set, Wisdom of the Sea and Sky. Super excited to cover this set with Lugia and Ho. Soul Silver is my favorite game Pokemon of all time, besides Mystery Dungeon, which also ran with the Johto starters. My boy Chompy, the Totodile, the GOAT. But yeah, super excited to play. Ranked will be ground as well. I'll be doing streams as much as I can with my work schedule, and I'll definitely still be doing the shorts every day, or almost every day, on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram Reels. Streams on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok as well. Try to get another schedule out on the Discord. Join the Discord if you're not already for trading spots, discussions, any news, any leaked events are always on my Discord there, as well as I do a tier list every month. And all my deck lists that I ever make for my shorts, for my videos, are always on there as well. And yeah, appreciate you watching. Super excited for this set. Get back into content. Thank you. And Kalama.